detectives to sift through the trash of allegedly pro-Microsoft lobbying groups for discrediting evidence. He also received heat for ditching his own keynote address at an Oracle conference, which people paid to attend just to watch his boat in a race. But whatever his shenanigans, Larry was always forgiven because the company had a stock that looks like it guzzled rocket fuel. And he did all that with a relatively tiny buy-in. There are different figures floating around, but none are higher than $10,000. Contrary to Larry's humble beginnings, his kids grew up with privilege in the picturesque town of Woodside, California in the 1980s, mostly with their mom, Barbara, following her divorce from Larry when the kids were young. According to GQ, Larry was financially supportive, but not necessarily engaged until the children's teenage years. According to Image Conscious David, detectives to sift through the trash of alleged.
So it just felt cool to be kind of in the captain's seat for a second. I mean, not for a second, I'm still there, but it felt nice to be in the captain's seat. And I think that was a big shift for me. There was obviously a learning curve. And then also recognizing that being the leader and being the boss, I guess, was also setting a tone for the rest of the team. And so, you know, having that positive energy walking into a room and having that good vibe is always gonna end up reflecting on the entire team and what comes out of the product and all the things.
Definitely.
So
yeah, not easy
really
to be a founder.
No, but it's been really, really cool and such an experience. And there's challenges and obviously like being a female founder in a predominantly male dominated space, like all those 100%. Things have obviously affected certain things. But we take those as like positive challenges and we just want to become, we strive to be the best version of ourselves at 818 and like, it just honestly sets the bar higher and we like love those kinds of challenges. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you touched on this a little bit, but speaking of challenges, I know when you first launched the brand, there was some criticism about cultural appropriation. How did you navigate that and how would you address those critics today?
We obviously learned, we take notes and we move forward. I think that we addressed it at the time and we learned from that experience and we love the consumer feedback and all those things. So we really took the time to recognize and moved forward and only wanted to better our brand from that, so.
Awesome. And Kendall, I have two more questions for you. The first being, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self something before Keeping Up with Kardashians premiered, what would you say to the Kendall then? What advice would you have?
I think advice would be like, stop and smell the roses when you can, as cheesy as that sounds. But I would also tell her that like, enjoy the ride. It's gonna be like a beautiful one. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, but like everything's gonna be okay in the end. And yeah.
Amazing. Good advice for anyone, honestly.
Yeah.
And finally, ending on a bit of a lofty one, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh my gosh. I mean, obviously that's a very deep question and I'm sure people have given way better answers than I'm about to give. But I think that, again, my corny quotes probably, but like I think like I want to uplift people. I want people to feel a positive feeling when they hear my name, see my face. So I think that overall just happiness and well-being is like all I would want from anyone who has any love for me anywhere and who remembers me down the line when no one cares about me anymore. I just hope that like it's all positive and all good vibes. And I think that yeah, I just want to.
Yeah.
So it just felt cool to be kind of in the captain's seat for a second. I mean, not for a second, I'm still there, but it felt nice to be in the captain's seat. And I think that was a big shift for me. There was obviously a learning curve. And then also recognizing that being the leader and being the boss, I guess, was also setting a tone for the rest of the team. And so, you know, having that positive energy walking into a room and having that good vibe is always gonna like end up reflecting on the entire team.
Tune in to SEI TV for heroic adventures.
छा करणो नाए तू छो तो ॿुधाई ज़ोर जी मेहंदी लॻंदी नाए छा करणो आहे मूंखे छा नाए तू छो ॿुधाई मुंहिंजे लाइ जॾहिं ताड़ी न वॼाई तुंहिंजे हाल ते अहिड़ी सवाल ते ॻाल्हि छा कजे गॾु सफ़र में जो मां हुजां त ॿियो नाल छा कजे ख़्वाबनि खे वकोड़ियो अथई पाणीअ खे ॿोड़ियो अथई तोखे ईअं मोटंदे ॾिसी चए थी सारी खुदाई आई 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 तूं ॾिसो घटे आई 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 आई
have to be your blood family. I think if anyone's going through something, you have to have a tribe.
If you are able to recognize what's in your control and what's not in your control, and when you start to live your life this way, which I see you doing as you navigate everything, and you're recognizing that doesn't feel good, I'm going to let them. I'm done with that, I'm going to let them. And then come back to, well, what do I want to do? What do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're going to continue to tap into your power. That's what you're going to teach your children, that the power is always in here. But just like drinking, you got to stop drinking if you want to get sober.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stop trying to control everything you can't control if you want to take control of your own life. And I want to share one more thing that we were talking about earlier, and that is on the topic of comparison. So comparing ourselves to everybody else, that is normal. Like, we're all going to always be doing it. That's not the problem. The problem is what we do with it. So the problem with comparison is that we actually are using it to torture ourselves. And what I learned too late in life is that in the game of life, you're not actually competing with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're not playing against each other. We're actually playing with each other. And when you start to realize that other people can never, ever, ever block your way, other people lead the way. Only you can block your own way.
Right.
And when you release control and you stop using comparison as a battering ram, oh, Kim's doing this, and Chloe's doing that, Kyle's doing this, and Kendall's doing that, let them.
Right. Well, it's so funny. When I was younger, it was so much competitiveness, and I want that. And why does she have? It could be clothes, it could be anything.
Yes.
And now, the older that I've gotten, when I see Kim or Kylie or Kendall, anyone doing something, it's not competitive, it's motivating.
Yes.
And that's what we've turned it into, because we're not
Yes.
competitive work-wise. I'm just like, holy shit, Kim did this, or Court's doing this. I'm like, okay, no, this isn't, like, the juices are flowing. I'm like excited to do something too. And
Yes.
I don't know if that happens because we are less competitive maybe the older we get, or maybe it's just us realizing, you're right, we're in this together. And we do come from a family that, like, 2 heads are better than 1, 3 is
Yes.
better than 2. It's not like I'm the head honcho here. Like, we're not that type of people in our family, but definitely when we first started out, I think there was a ton of competitiveness.
Of course.
And a lot of, but even society they would pin us sisters against
them.
each other and let them. But back in the day, we would always ask each other, the questions would be, do you guys ever date the same men, or like fight over this? And we're like, what a weird question. Like, we didn't understand why they always wanted
Mhm.
us to be combative or fight. It had to always be salacious and negative. I mean, now I know why, but yes, now it's more of a inspirational, motivational situation, as opposed to, oh, well, I need what she has. Why does she get that and I don't? It's not that tantrum.
But see, for the
vibe.
person that's listening, I think every one of us struggles with this. And another big revelation for me was that the things that you're jealous of are deeply personal. And they're important. Jealousy is a really important emotion, because jealousy is just blocked desire.
My family and I are moving into a new home.
I'm so excited to parasize this room.
As you may know, I have ADHD. I really believe it's my superpower. But it has its challenges too. As a kid, like, I was always told, like, oh, you're too much. Like, there's just like a lot of chaos and like sometimes confusion. I just feel like there's My family and I are moving into a new home.
I'm so excited to parasize this room.
As you may know, I have ADHD. I really believe it's my superpower. But it has its challenges too. As a kid, like, I was always told, like, oh, you're too much. Like, there's just like a lot of chaos and like sometimes confusion. I just feel like there's hacks for like ADHD people that can help them. So now I've teamed up with experts from understood.org who are helping me deepen my understanding of how my brain works and design my home to work for me. Ripping everything apart, screaming, being like, I hate everything, I have nothing to wear, even though I have like 5 billion things to wear.
There needs to be a system.
I am so excited for Paris to come and see her vision brought to life.
Oh my gosh. This is Inclusive by Design.
It's okay to care. I care so much about what certain people think about me. The fact is, no stranger trolling me or hater online will ever be more disappointed in me than I could be in me. I know that if I'm my own worst critic, the criticisms of others don't matter much. But here's the thing, I do care about a certain subset of people, and what they think about me really does matter because I want to impress them. I want them to be proud of me. It would be because the person that they would be impressed by would have to have accomplished things. They would have to be an impressive person, but by a standard that matters. If the person is impressive and they're impressed, that means that I did something and I created something that was worthwhile. It helped people. It made an impact. And so people who have made an impact, to me, they do matter what they think about me. But people who have never made an impact, who think that it's just the greatest gift to be able to anonymously hate on people, I could give two about me.
What is it like just mentally to be on tour?
Being on tour is one of the hardest things, but most rewarding things. And I think that's the best way I can describe it because I remember my last tour in 2023, I was so nervous. It was my first tour. But then it was, you know, I get there, it's sold out. Everybody's just like singing back the lyrics that I wrote. And like it makes me emotional to talk about because it's such an experience that I don't even know if there's words to say how I feel on stage. It's just, you're connected to so many people and you feel everyone's wavelength. And it's just, it's a beautiful connection with humans, you know, and I love that. And then to postpone the tour was a big decision. I didn't want to do it. I had to do it because I want to give a great show. And I switched management mid-album launch. And I just didn't feel like it was right to keep going with the tour when I knew it wasn't going to be the tour that my fans deserve. It is postponed. It's not canceled. It will happen. And I'm going to announce something before the end of the year.
That's super exciting. Can you walk me through? I'm a complete novice. What does planning a tour look like?
Oh my goodness. There's so many different parts. I mean, first of all, I love my team that I was with last tour. They're incredible. They're so much fun. I'm definitely going to tour with them again. Planning a tour, a lot of rehearsal. A month and a half of rehearsal, sometimes 2 months. This next tour, I'll probably do like 2 months and a half. It's going to be a longer set, a lot of more songs, new album. And I think for me, I feel like you said this before we started. It's like being an athlete, right?
Yeah.
And I just like kind of put 2 and 2 together recently because I was never a fitness person. Like I would just perform or like work out a little here and there. I have started working out every single day and it's because I want to give the greatest show next time I perform. And so I'm taking it very serious this next tour because I postponed it, you know, and I feel so bad about that. And I know the fans were looking forward to it. So the tour coming up is going to be very, very exciting.
Do you go to other artist shows? Do you get inspiration from like, oh, I like how they did this. I like that.
Oh my God, of course. Love Sabrina Carpenter. I love Billie Eilish's tour. I mean, there's just so many artists right now that are killing it. Female artists are killing it right now. I have to say that.
For this podcast, a lot of people listen who want to get inspiration from other people who've made it in an industry that they're really excited about. And for you, is there any specific advice you would give to other young women who want to break into singing, songwriting, the entertainment industry?
Everyone has their own path. Don't ever compare. And I learned that later on in life. I wish I knew this earlier. Everyone has their own path. Everyone has a different destiny. Everyone has a different timing. You just have to be consistent and you have to know your why. Why are you doing this?
What is it like just mentally to be on tour?
We're gonna
high right there. That was good. After this, I'm gonna work on some putting because I got a tournament this weekend and I have not putted in a very long time, so I gotta work on that. That'd be really upsetting if like I've been just working so much on my irons and then my putting is the one that sells me this tournament. I'm gonna be very happy with a 38. Let's just go 38. Gotta post up better my side. Kind of fell back on that one. But we're moving the right direction. Too strong, I'm telling you. We're working out too much. I mean, it's into the green. You're putting into the green for a while. That sucks. Alright guys, so I'm on the 8th hole. I'm 2 over right now. I did make it up and down, and then I 3-putt on the 3rd hole. I think I'm chilling. I'll be fine. So keep you guys updated. Yeah. I carried it all the way from back there over the water, just hit my shot, and then hit it to right there. Birdie time now. Sucks that. Now it's time to make the putt. Yeah. So I made that, of course, and so now we're only 1 over. 2 more holes to go. Let's try to make another birdie, finish even. Now I'm on the Stairmaster. Gonna do this for 20 minutes. I'm running over there. I did legs this morning, so all I have to do is some cardio, hit some balls, and then I'm gonna head over to my shower, then Universal. So Emma just got here. Also, it's Accelerator sent me so many drinks. Thank you, Accelerator. Love you guys. I'm gonna head in the car right now. I'm not tired. I worked out this morning. You guys know I worked out this morning. What did you do? Sleep in? Oh, yes, you did. I was having a dream about eating Dubai chocolate donuts, and then the alarm went off. So I never got to eat my donuts. All right, now we're at which Universal? I don't know. We're at regular Universal, and we're going to Islands of Adventure. Yeah, so that's where we're going right now. Oh, my legs are cooked. I've walked 12,000. No, sorry, not 12,000. It's like 13,500 steps, something like that. I'm cooked. Now we're going on the Rip Ride Rocket. Since it's closing in September, it's over there. It's like the fastest one here, so that's what we're gonna do right now. I love Rip Ride. What's called Rip Ride Rocket? Rip Ride Rocket. That's my favorite. They didn't let us pick our song. I know. I was like looking for picking some ABBA music, but.